Good morning and welcome to the Blue Gamer Bluecast Morning Show. We'll be getting started here shortly. All right, good morning. Good to see you. Morning, Ultronimus. Happy Friday. We are here. It is Friday. It is March 21st. It is now officially spring. I guess that happened yesterday. Yeah. So what about that, huh? Lo-fi beats to game 2. That's right. Midnight Hatter. Good to see you. Yeah, just taking advantage of that AI music. It's so fun. Last night, I can't wait to share with you guys. I got super specific with the AI prompt program. I had to sit there and work in. It was interesting. Considering it's making it automatically for you, there's a lot you could tweak and do to make specific music. But yeah, that was fun yesterday, right? We had our show. And yesterday was kind of the main release for Assassin's Creed, even though it came out on the 19th at night. So I've been playing Assassin's Creed Shadows. Let me actually just jump in real quick too. Kind of showing on Exophase, like on Xbox, it's saying I played 1 hour and 34 minutes. And then there's the Ubisoft Connect app showing that that's what I'm playing on PC, because I guess how I'm doing it is, and that's interesting because I could do it on Xbox on the PC as well, couldn't I? It's just really neat how it works with if you have the Ubisoft Plus, because then you can play the games on multiple console or platforms. That's what I've been doing. Mainly playing Assassin's Creed on PC, but then like last night, fam chilling on the couch in the living room. So I was like, yeah, I'll chill too. And I was able to load up Assassin's Creed on the TV. They're on their phones. So I was able to load up Assassin's Creed and play it on the TV. But definitely better playing a game on PC than Xbox at this point. I don't know about PS5 Pro. That would be pretty cool. But yeah, so far, at least on Xbox, it runs great though, but it's just on PC. Assassin's Creed looks amazing. In fact, I don't know if you guys remember the issues I was having yesterday with the loading. And then my brother brought up something to me, and at first he goes, make sure you have it installed on your NVMe or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, it's installed. I have it installed on my solid state drive. But he meant specifically the NVMe, a specific NVMe, because apparently that's an issue with Assassin's Creed Shadows. Although I haven't been hearing about it widespread. I moved Assassin's Creed Shadows to my NVMe, and even though the game already looked and ran amazing, except for that loading, it was even better. In fact, the loading did stop after a while, but the load times are now super short, and I might show you guys that here in a second. Actually, I will, because we're going to load that up. You know what? There's actually some very amazing news I'm going to get to in a second. Before that, hey, Chris, GMKillX, good to see you guys. Glad to have the crew here. I just saw my monitor do this weird flicker thing it does every once in a while. I'm using a KVM switch. I feel like that's like an added barrier that causes complication, but that's better than, I guess, in my office having 2 desks with 2 computers. I don't know. So it downloaded into the wrong spot. No, actually, when I installed it, you could choose where to install it, right? And I have multiple drives on my computer. They're all solid state and NVMe. I don't have any more traditional hard drives, mechanical. And so it's just funny that if you want the best experience, you need to be installing it on an NVMe and maybe a certain version. It's funny because this happened last year in kind of the year before. It was December of 2023 when Avatar came out. That was made by Ubisoft. That also had loading issues. Yeah, it's the same thing. Things wouldn't pop. The objectives wouldn't pop, and things wouldn't happen unless I installed it on the NVMe. Let me NVMe. Let me kind of show you guys because I don't know. This is newer to me when I built my computer back in 2023. An NVMe looks almost like a stick of RAM, and you'll plug it into like the part right below the CPU and above the GPU. It looks like there's this horizontal plane, and you actually stick it in there. It's very different. That's kind of how hard drives work now. It's very interesting. Okay. We're going to go through some quick news, like rapid fire news, I guess is what they call it. Painkiller Reimagining announced. So there was some Games Fest yesterday, I guess. At least Ubisoft is consistent. Autonomous, that was hilarious. Painkiller, I don't know if you guys ever played this series before. Badass boomer shooter style game. Those devs went on to do some amazing things. In fact, I think one of their games is actually on here. So that would make sense. Publisher 3D Realms. No, because I think the other one was Saber. But anyway, I don't want to get ahead of myself. It's just cool to see the first-person shooters come back, even though they seem to be kind of what we've expected. Maybe there'll be some... Oh, yeah, Saber. There we go. So, People Can Fly. Was it People Can Fly? Hold on. Original Painkiller devs. I don't want to get that wrong. People Can Fly. Okay. But they're now making another game for Saber, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, I already have this news article up actually on another page, but let's look at this. Is it really Saber, or am I just saying that? Yeah, they're publishing themselves. Okay, so maybe they put themselves in a position where they could do this on their own. Another first-person shooter. We're just looking at Painkiller. This one is called Lost Rift, from the original devs of Painkiller, but it looks like a survival. Yeah. Survival, PvE, extraction. Oh my god, please don't be a roguelike also. First person shooter, but then when you start having those buzzwords, it's like, well, this doesn't tell me anything different. Although I gotta say, it looks cool. It seems like they really focused on a sort of art style to not make it appear too samey. Was that a flying spider? Okay. I've had enough internet for today. No, I'm joking. Okay, yeah, so Painkiller. Oh, yeah, People Could Fly. So we got some first-person shooters coming. Phil Spencer says more movies and TV shows based on Xbox games are on the way. Well, what would you do? Halo would be their main thing, right? And now that they have Activision, they have a whole bunch of IP. But if we were going to just think, but I think that came from something else, but Crimson Skies would be amazing. They need to bring that series back anyway. But another one could be Killer Instinct. I think that's a great idea for a TV show or a movie. Also, what's another? Yeah, Crimson Skies, Killer Instinct. I mean, they own anything Activision, right? So they could do that. But I think this is kind of normal if you're how should I explain it? If you're a big video game publisher, pretty much. I mean, a big one where, and I would think a video game publisher where you're not just strictly relying on maybe sales of that specific game, but you kind of have more going on. You could probably afford to do something like this in partnership with another company to get some brand visibility. It's, the Halo show was good, except for everything. I know it sounds bad, but when I would watch the fight scenes, especially in season 2 of the Halo show, it looked exactly like the game, but then everything else wasn't, and it was off-putting, very off-putting. Killer Instinct would be a dope surprise, yeah. If it's anything, they then animate it, yeah. And then, yeah, they can make some animations too. And they've done that with Halo, like Legends with the anime. Okay, so 2/3 of total PC playtime last year was on games that are at least 6 years old. And I gotta say, there's a couple things, when we talk about the video game industry, and it almost reflects real life. When sometimes I'm like, do humans on Earth have any grasp on, population? Like, They say we're some places where we're not growing enough. But I feel like the only people that care about that are the people that want to make money off of us. Because really, I think Earth is overpopulated with the humans. That's why we have so much war, famine. There's countries where people just don't have running water. They're just dying. Like, obviously, there's too much of us. So I think that's the same thing with video games. I just think there's too many video games, but that's hard to grasp because anyone should be able to make a game if they want. So I guess really what it is, it's more of just the way top down from the way AAA publishers have been working. I think it really makes people want to jump in and make games when maybe they're not really driven by the passion of the game, but more of the driven by the passion of, hey, this is a way to make money. Just kind of like how humans have been set into these sort of zoo farms where we have our farms, subdivisions, we have the city center, we have like kind of the ants crawling to the middle of the city during the day and then back home. We're very much a machine that's made to make money for. That got very existential, but it's just when I see that when I think about too many video games, too many movies, I realize, well, there's just too many people. And I guess what I mean by that is the publishers still don't realize that because then they expect every gamer of that market to then make them money for their game. And so that's what I'm trying to get at here. You know what? I really hate. Okay. Yeah, this hopefully I don't like mess up my computer because I've done that before. The KVM switch, it makes little artifacts pop up on my monitor every once in a while. Okay. Jumping in some more, Ken Kutaragi has a Nintendo PlayStation in his closet. It's emerged. Oh, you think it's a quality issue? Yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing. I think the quality goes down because people are seeing the business of video games as just that, a business, and not necessarily a creative outlet that then can be shared. But check this out. We're finally getting a look at, I feel like we've seen it before, but maybe prototypes. It's a Nintendo PlayStation, and it has a spot for discs as well as controller ports, which kind of yeah. I guess the PlayStation and Super Nintendo were kind of similar. Very interesting. This is not a good shot though. It's like it's a picture of a tweet that has pictures that are cropped. Did we think that through? Oh, here we go. Here's a better look where you can kind of see where it's already yellowed. That's probably the reason they canceled. But yeah, Famicom cartridge slot, CD slot. Very cool. Gosh, this freaking... And I don't think you guys could see this little issue I'm having, and I don't know what causes it. I feel like, though, if I'm going to buy a KVM switch in the future, I need to buy an expensive one and not just the cheapest one I found on Amazon. Let's see. Gamers are a fixed number, so more games means more competition for eyes and wallets. Yeah, and you know what? It's interesting that I feel like. Oh, is there an audio delay? I wonder if that was from me fiddling with stuff. Let me do something real quick. Okay. I don't know if that fixed it. I heard a lot of Windows noises when I was fiddling around with this junk back here. So, but yeah. So more games means more. So that is interesting. Gamers are a fixed number or a percentage of the population. But are they? Because I wonder how much the gaming population grows, but the population of gamers that play a certain game doesn't grow. That might go back to genres that we were talking about before. Oh, so it didn't fix it. Let's see. On Meld, I wouldn't know how to fix it unless I was to I don't know. Well, let me try something. So this might sound different, but is it in line? Or is that also delayed? And I don't think all genres grow equally. Like the JRPG genre would definitely grow smaller than the FPS genre. Yeah, that's the other thing I'm wondering. Like, as the games evolve in the gaming markets, are there certain genres that then fall off, and then some that become bigger than the original population of gaming, like a battle royale? You get people that don't normally play games. Yeah, I feel like these publishers don't really understand their markets at the end of the day. Let me see something. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Yeah, I'll wait to hear Autonomous back on the way that sounds. It's very weird that that's happening. No, it's not weird. This is just normal now for this stuff to happen. Different and delayed, but might be better to just deal with it later. Okay, thank you. Let's see. 27 more classic PC games have joined the GOG preservation program, including Silent Hill 4. So, yeah, big fan of GOG. And they've added some more games on there. I mean, at the end of the day, your delivery method is GOG. So if they ever get bought or something, I guess all the games on there you could just download and use, and you don't need to authenticate. So I guess you could back them up. Okay, Assassin's Creed Shadows passes 1 million players on launch day. That's pretty cool. And this game has gotten better reviews already than the previous ones. All right, Double Dragon Revive pre-order bonus game, Double Dragon Dodgeball. Was not expecting that. Okay, so it's just old school Kunio-kun game style. Love the music. That's cool. That doesn't sell me on it. Let me close some windows. I have 400 tabs open. Who knows if that's causing an issue? I can't wait for the new Double Dragon, though, to be honest. Okay, and then we've got on the SNES, and I don't know if you guys ever remember, at least for me when I was a kid and I would be looking in the, the rental places. And I would always see these games, but I never really, looking at them, it didn't make me want to rent them. But it's actually kind of cool that they're on the Nintendo Switch Online. So this is actually a way for me to jump in real quick and play them without. The other way could be searching online for the ROM, finding the right ROM, downloading it, loading it into the emulator. At least Nintendo's got these available. I must say I have severe doubts on the Legacy Media reviews. Yeah, exactly. I mean, at this point, there's probably some money being exchanged. Okay, here is the main thing, and I think I can close the rest of the windows because they were messing with me. And I'm going to do something real quick. I am now back to that old mic that was delaying. Let me know. Now I'm going to switch back to the new one. Okay. This is my backup mic. So this is exactly what we've been needing. Does it show it on here? Yeah. So there's this new UI coming out for Xbox, and on it is a tab for Steam. And this has been the rumor, and it looks like it's going to happen. But the idea is having the, basically when people are like, well, what's good? How am I trying to put this? Xbox realizes it's not necessarily about having the exclusive few games that they have that are big, that could be making money, more people are playing, the better. The thing is, if we were going to look at maybe the biggest place to play games, and that is probably Windows, and then consider Steam also uses Proton. Then you've got this even bigger kind of pool. Oh, so did that sound good? Okay. Okay. I'm going back to my mic. If you guys are having issues yet, let me know. Oh, isn't Nobunaga's ambition the same as Girin's greed? Hey, Midnight Hatter, that could actually be the case. That sounds very familiar. Like they used that structure and then made a Gundam version. I'm gonna have to look that up. That's pretty cool. So anyway, think about this. Go where the people are. Microsoft has always done that. And the gamers are on Steam, especially in China. And so with this, they get the opportunity to, I guess, create a platform for people to come to Microsoft, right? So like, if you want to be able to connect your Steam library with your PC library of Xbox games, you could do that, and that's going to be a huge library. I mean, I think that's huge, especially if I'm on my ROG Ally, and then like they have in the picture here. I mean, I can already have access to my Steam, but I mean, like having an Xbox dedicated handle that has like a Steam tab, and actually, it's funny because that's kind of how the ROG Ally already is for me. So I guess it's more of there is a way to get more games to more people, and Microsoft is figuring that out. Whereas PlayStation is more like, let's try to get people to our ecosystem, and then we'll put some games on PC. But yeah, it's very interesting stuff. Okay, let's jump into some Assassin's Creed. We're going to do that. I'm still questioning all this weird artifacting that is occurring on my monitor. I'm going to just close some stuff I probably don't need. I don't know if it's directly related. Okay, maybe, because now it's not doing it. Okay. Oh, I can claim some rewards, but actually, let me get into the game stuff. And actually, I'm curious to see how Assassin's Creed runs since yesterday's show, even though it should be running better. But I went through those graphics, tweaked things, reading online that some of the graphical options are borked. But, you know, as much as I love PC gaming and always turn on the high-end graphics, I can't say that I actually understand what they all necessarily mean. I'm kind of getting an idea of what some of it, you know, means, like frame generation, dynamic resolution, stuff like that. You know, that makes sense. So, you know, what's really cool is when I logged into the Xbox, it then popped up all the achievements I had unlocked during my playthrough. All right. And then when I went back to the Ubisoft, it popped up with the Ubisoft challenges that I got done when I was on Xbox. So, again, this whole ecosystem thing is pretty cool. All right. So, yeah, hopefully you guys can see that. So, oh, what's that up here? Yeah, I am getting artifacting that is actually popping through the game for me, but not to the and I think what happens is when I have both of my computers on and I have the KVM switch going, sometimes it does. It doesn't all the time. I hate computers. That's why I need separate computers. Okay. Here's the map. Hey guys, here's one thing. I feel like I'm everywhere. You can invert the right thumbstick, but then it inverts like in the map. It makes no sense. I don't know why they don't have that separately. And so how this works is you see where it says talk to Ima Sakoyu, and it says he is in Western Setsu. He is in Southwestern Sakai. So this is Sakai. So I'm just going southwest looking for this dude. So it doesn't like give you an actual marker of like, oh, go here. Okay, it looks like something's going on here. And the buttons are completely different than Rise of the Ronin. Wait a minute. Oh, I've already been here. Okay. I want to go... this way. Uh-oh, something's happening. Okay, it seemed to stop. Yeah, this artifacting that's coming in, very annoying. And I know I keep bringing that up, but you guys have no idea what I'm talking about. Okay, have I been over here? Oh my gosh. I hate the buttons in this game. You could press options to bring up the map screen, but then if you press it again, it goes into options. Yeah. Cool, some people just chilling. Okay, looks like maybe I have found some place. I'm just gonna go into your house. Where are the lights? Okay, well. Yeah, great graphics. The game looks great. Wow, the water, the waves. So I will say one thing for sure, and that is, as modern... oh, that looks great with the water coming up on the beach. But as modern as everything is here, I feel like there's some certain control aspects that they should stop using. Oh, that looks cool seeing... like holding down A as you run. A little weird. Okay, well, I might not be getting far this way. How easy is it for me to just climb places? Okay, pretty easy. Could I make that? I almost think yeah, I'll try it. Why not? Nice. Nice. Okay. All right. Let me do some real quick. I just decided to shut off the other computer that the KVM switch is connected to. Just in case that's related to the artifacting, but... oh, that was a front flip. All right. And then I guess while you'll... so this is the thing with these games, is when you then have to go to the next thing and then you're just kind of waiting. It's like, I'm traveling. Impossible to call your mount. Golly. Is it because I'm in a mountain? But my mount is like a dragon dog. I feel like I can really do anything. Okay. It is pretty amazing how realistic just walking around in the trees and the grass is. It makes me want to go do that. Okay. So I marked this area to come to see if there's anything going on here. I guess there's supposed to be this little trail There we go again. These controls. Overcomplicated actions to do things when they could be done very simple. Again, like having to click to run and hold down A to get over things. Hey, this is Assassin's Creed running around in the forest. Okay. Anything cool? Okay, they got boat going around again. Not much too interesting. I haven't even like run into some dudes doing something, you know, to get into a fight. Lunge. Nothing in there. All right. You know, at least climbing around seems easy. It reminds me of Breath of the Wild. Because I really just jumped. And then I'm on the next spot. Okay. I don't really think I'm getting anywhere. Yeah. Okay, so kind of give an understanding. It's like I have to try to find this guy. You can turn it on to where it gives you the objective marker, which I might do that. You know, because here, let's think canon wise. I'm in this world. I don't. The character knows the world. I don't, as the player. So a marker would make sense because it's almost like, you know, the character would know where to go. What a boring run. What a boring run. Let's see. So with fast travel, I don't think I really have any sort of fast travel other than to like go to. Can I go here? No. What's this? Oh, it's a picture someone took. I tried doing that and it didn't work. Oh, or maybe it did. Nope, because that's not me. That's not me. Oh, yeah, that's me. Okay, that's cool. So, yeah, you could take pictures in-game, clicking in the left and right. It was like that in old games and in Spider-Man. All right, well. I'm stuck here. Who knows how I'm going to find my way. I guess it's kind of disappointing with all that I traveled in here. Unless I walk past it, there was like nothing to do. That is completely different than like Rise of the Ronin or Ghost of Tsushima. In this amount of time that I traveled, I would have come across something. All right, this artifacting is driving me insane. And it's like of blocks. So I don't know if there's something block shaped that is running on my computer. But that's it, guys. I might stream again because I'm actually off work today. I'm off work today. I might stream again. Let me figure out what's going on with my computer. I might get back on. It sounds like you're a human, but you have complex mech warrior controls for a reason. Yeah, and I'm glad they changed it though. It used to be where right trigger was you had to use to travel while clicking to run still. Unless yeah. More complicated than it needs to be. So anyway, I'm going to jump. Guys, have a good day and yeah, we'll talk later. See y'all.